Hey guys, welcome back to Scotch Reviews. Today we have a special speaker review, which I have not done one in a while, so let's get to this. We have the Bose, right here, Flex SE, which stands for Special Edition, which I purchased from Costco for $129 at the Costco price. So we'll talk about this special different kind of Bose Flex here in a second, but I'm up against the Marshall, you can see over here, the Marshall Emberton. So this is the original one, the first one they came out with. There is a Marshall 2, or Marshall Emberton 2. If you have the second one, or you think about the second one, it only gets better after that point, a little longer battery life, all that kind of stuff, and you can look into that. But if you were in the market for a Bluetooth speaker, and you think about these two, these are very two different style of speakers. So a lot of times I do reviews on speakers, and the difference between the two speakers is kind of minimal. There's a very distinct sound difference between the Bose and the Marshall. So let's get started. Alright, first up, if you're interested in the Bose Flex SE, which is a little bit different than the Bose Flex, I was surprised when I got home. I didn't realize that it took away things versus giving you more. Sometimes at Costco, different special editions, they add stuff to the package. Like if you get a GoPro, it gives you more items, more accessories in the package for the price to kind of entice the deal. But with Bose, they took stuff away, which is kind of disappointing. The main thing they took away from this is the built-in microphone, which allows voice calling. So you can use it as a speakerphone for if you're doing a voice call. Now, I hardly ever use that with any of my speakers that I had, even when back in the day when I started doing this, and they had that capability. So that's not a huge deal for me, but right now the price of, if you go on Bose.com, they have a sale on the Flex for like $125. So I didn't realize I'm actually paying more to get less. So this might be going back to Costco, and if I like the speaker, I'll buy it direct from Bose and get the regular Flex. I did read on Reddit that some folks said that the sound difference was different, that the original Flex sounds better than the SE. Now that's one person's opinion. I don't think they would actually take away some of the sound quality from the speaker to reduce the price. That don't make any sense. So I would think sound-wise it's going to be exactly the same as the original Flex. You just lose that one feature when it comes to the speakerphone. All right. So my channel originated with Bluetooth speakers back several years ago. That was kind of how I got my channel started. And why I got away from Bluetooth speakers is because pretty much today they're not making many of them, right? They're moving toward the smart speaker in your house. So mainly I just use Bluetooth speakers when I go on vacation, at the beach, on the boat, that kind of thing. Not really around the house anymore. I mainly rely on smart speakers around the house because it's easier just to tell it what you want it to play and it starts playing versus getting the speaker out, turning it on, getting connected, and then finding the song on your phone or whatever to get your music going. But that's me. Everyone's different. So let's just get into these two speakers and you know what they look like and feel like and sound like. So we're going to do a sound test here in a second where I'll let you hear some sound from Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is a subscribe-based service that I use for all my videos and stuff. So if you're interested, the link is down below. If you want to join with my code, that would be really appreciated to give me some credit with those guys. Now that we got that camera going, let me just show you the speakers themselves. This is the Marshall Emberton. So when you get started, hold the top button down. That's our opening sound. Has a nice display up top of how much battery life you have left. And I really love the button up here where you can control, skip, raise the volume. You have on top here to do all your type of up and down volume and skip track stuff. So that's nice. And one button over here for your Bluetooth. This advertises 20 hours of battery life, IPX7 water resistance. No speakerphone on this one anyway, so don't have to worry about that. And your button here on the side, USB-C to charge it up. Has a nice good texture on top. I think asking my kids which one they like the look of better, they've all picked the Bose, and all the adults I've asked all pick the Marshall. So it seems to be where it's a generational thing on the look. There here is the Bose Flex. The one that gets SE only comes in one color, which is black. All the other different colors that are out there come with the regular Flex, so if you're interested in a different color, you're not getting the SE from like Sam's Club or Costco. On top here, all your buttons. You have your Bluetooth pairing, your up and down volume, your skip. There's different ways. You hit it twice to skip, once to pause, and I think 3 times to go backwards. And then your power button on top. And then it starts up.
Battery 80%.
Oh, it's
connected right to Scott's iPhone.
So weight-wise, between the two, they're about the same. I think one thing that this one has benefit-wise for design is that side pocket you have on your backpack, you may put your water bottle in. This would slide in very nicely on the side pocket. This is a little more boxy, so you can still do it, but this is what slide easier, if that matters to you at all. Let's listen to the sound test, and then I'll give you my opinion at the end and tell you exactly the difference between the two. Let's go. All right, first up will be some acoustic. This is a song here out of Epidemic Sound, and we'll go the volume at 50%. Alright, we'll go increase the volume to 75. Alright, 50% on the Bose. Alright, next up we'll get into some vocals, a female vocal track, just to hear the different sounds of vocals, to show the difference between the two when it comes to the direct sound of the Bose to the vocals versus the open sound of the Marshall. So let's do Bose first.
Everything in life is very frightening, and I love it so much that I longer don't know why even. So violent, my mind, every thought I have I'm dying. But it's life, right? I know, might just meet some guy and cry a little.
Alright, let's switch it over.
Hiding, everything in life is very frightening. my mind. Every thought I have, I'm done. But it's like I know, might just meet some guy and cry. Help me, I need a good advice. Please don't say no. Be my hero.
All right, we're gonna get to a little more of the pop and the rap. Sticky finger, ballpoint. Marshall. Ballin' like. All right, what do you think? So let me describe the difference between these two. So for me, the Marshall has a more dynamic soundstage. You can hear more of the instruments. The mids really pop more than the Bose. So I would say this speaker is better for guitar, acoustic sounds, sounds or songs that have more instruments involved in it. You'll hear more of the instruments in the soundstage. When I hear the guitar acoustic, I can really feel the strings being popped on the guitar or strung on the guitar. You can really have that feeling. It's a different sounding feeling where it sounds really clear and crisp for the acoustic. So classical music, that kind of stuff would sound great on this. Lower volume sounds better on this. This one allows the bass to kind of rumble at lower volumes, where the Bose it kind of holds that off for the bigger, louder, poppier bass sounds. So it really depends on your variation of music. So if I had to stereotype, I would say the older generation, my generation, would prefer this sound over the Bose sound. And the younger generation would prefer the Bose over the Marshall sound. My kids all picked the Bose, and all of the older adults I had listened to on the sound test all picked the Marshall. Let's talk about the Bose. The Bose gives you a more direct vocal pointing sound. The vocals are strong, they're direct, and they're clear. The mids kind of go away a little bit, but the bass on the other end really bounces and pops. So rap music, R&B, that kind of stuff really would shine on this speaker. Techno music would really shine on the speaker, like house music. Even probably heavy metal would sound better on this speaker because it's punchier sound. So it really depends upon what type of music you listen to. Again, so it's heavy. If it's more of the pop sound, more of the rap sound, at louder volumes, probably the Bose. Lower volumes, acoustic, more dynamic music, more music with more instruments, then the Marshall would be the winner on that one. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the sound. I did use stereo mics, so I had it set up here. I have a mic left and right, so we have headphones on. Maybe it'll sound a little bit different, but I did use stereo microphones. I have two microphones here on the side right here, playing stereo mode left and right to give you that better sound. So let me know which ones you like in the comments below, if you like the Bose or the Marshall. And then also let me know the type of music you listen to and about roughly your age. I'm trying to get a gauge on if my theory was correct, that most of the older folks would like the Marshall and most of the younger generation would like the Bose because that's the music they listen to. All right, again, have a good day.